Welcome to another installment of Turn Up the AC Hot Takes with Reason on a solo edition. Caleb Plant with a vicious knockout, one-punch knockout of Anthony Dirrell in their fight in the co-main event on the Wilder Helenius card. My apologies to Caleb Plant. I picked Dirrell by a decision. I did say by the slimmest of margins, but damn. Caleb Plant shut the door on this one. Amazing performance, great bounce back fight for Plant after his only loss to Canelo Alvarez last year. Plant improves his record to 22 wins and 1 loss with 13 knockouts. That, to me, was the best Caleb Plant I've ever seen. One thing that I was surprised about, I did not think the speed difference, the hand speed difference was that much. Caleb Plant's hands were much, much faster than Dirrell. And it showed. I gave Dirrell maybe 2 rounds, the 4th and 5th round. Dirrell's record falls to 34-3-2 with 25 knockouts. I like Anthony Dirrell. I think he's a dog, but it might be time for him to hang it up. He's 38 years old, and he's coming off of now a vicious knockout, potential knockout of the year. Good fight though. Both guys had moments, but Plant to me was in control of the fight from the opening bell. He showed his excellent boxing skills in the fight. He showed that there was a gap in the skills and the hand speed from like I said, from the opening bell. And he did not fall into the trap that Dirrell was trying to get him into. Dirrell was trying to make it a dirty fight. He was trying to make it ugly. He threw, when they wrapped up and went in the corner once, he threw Plant to the ground and, in my opinion, purposely landed on top of Plant. You know, I don't know what he was trying to do. Maybe he was trying to weaken him a little bit, tire him out from having, so much weight on him or what. But I brought that up because I want to commend Caleb Plant, because later on in the fight, a similar situation happened where he could have easily landed on top of Dirrell, but he went out of his way to ensure that didn't happen, and he even helped Dirrell not fall completely to the ground. And he could easily land on top of him, but he didn't. Plant did not give in to the dirty tactics. Plant stuck to his game plan. He kept it a boxing match, not a fight, and he dominated. For the most part, he dominated the fight. Yeah, man. He showed an excellent set of skills. There's only bigger fights on the horizon for Caleb Plant moving forward. Obviously, he's trying to get that Canelo rematch, and I think he may be one fight away from it, depending on who that fight is against, because there's only so many names that I care to see Caleb Plant fight at this point. And the biggest name, obviously, is David Benavidez. I think Plant and Benavidez, other than the Canelo fight, is the biggest fight to make at 168. Now there's David Morrell. There's also Demetrius Andrade, who was at the fight. I'm a big Demetrius Andrade fan. Don't get it twisted, but he's too inactive. He needs to fight. He needs to be in the ring and fight 2 times a year, at least 2 times a year, because he's wasting away his career just sitting on the sideline watching, trying. I feel like Demetrius Andrade is actually trying to make big fights happen, but when they don't happen, you gotta take what you can get and just stay active until you can get those fights. I would love Andrade and Plant would be an amazing fight. I just don't see it happening. I just don't think it's very likely, but it would be a great fight if it happened. David Morrell, another one of those fights. I think it would be a really good fight. I just don't see it happening. I think the most logical fight for Caleb Plant would be David Benavidez. They're both with PBC under the same umbrella. It should be an easy fight to make. And I think if that fight does get made, the Plant and Benavidez winner, in my opinion, should get the Canelo fight after that. And if you think I'm wrong, then you clearly don't want to see Canelo fight top competition. Now, I personally don't want to see Plant and Canelo again because I feel like it'll play out the same, similar, and Canelo would win again. But if Plant fought like he fought against Dirrell, he could give Canelo some problems, some serious problems. I thought he gave Canelo some problems early in their fight. I just didn't think he had the power to keep Canelo off of him, and it showed because Canelo started to walk him down as the fight went on. But yeah, if Plant gets in there with Benavidez, his boxing skills are enough to win a fight against Benavidez. Now, I would favor Benavidez in that fight, but I still think it would be a really, really good fight, a hell of a fight. And there's also another fighter that could potentially get in the ring with Plant, but I just don't think it's very likely. He didn't really beat Jacobs, but John Ryder, I know he's a UK fighter, and Plant and Ryder would not be the biggest fight, but I think if Benavidez and Plant, for whatever reason, can't fight, maybe they might try to go that route, John Ryder route, because Ryder has, with his win, quote unquote win over Jacobs, he's one of the higher ranking fighters in 168 as well. So, but to me, the fight to make is David Benavidez, and personally, I don't want to see nobody else but Plant and Benavidez, unless Canelo fights Benavidez. But other than that, Plant and Benavidez got to be the fight that is made next. To me, it makes the most sense, and the winner of that should get Canelo. So, big ups, congratulations to Caleb Plant. You deserve all the credit, all the cheers, all the praise that you're going to get for what you did against Dirrell, because that was a hell of a knockout and potentially knockout of the year. So go ahead and let me know in the comment section who you want to see Caleb Plant fight next, whether it's Benavidez, Morrell, Andre, John Ryder, whoever. Is there somebody I didn't name that you want to see him fight? And then let me know, does he beat those guys, and and how? So once again, this has been Reason. Turn up the AC Hot Takes, and we're out.